A person in a powerful position has noticed you. They've been noticing you for a while, and you have absolutely no idea. While everybody else was performing and competing, trying to get seen, you were just doing your thing. And that's actually why they noticed you. This person has the key, and they're about to use it specifically for you. This reading is meant for a specific someone who needs to hear it at this time. Let's get into it. I see someone in a higher position than you, and they're handing you something valuable. It's not small. Whatever it is, I can feel the weight of it. And the thing that stands out to me is the gesture itself, because this person isn't throwing it down to you. They're not tossing it casually. They are deliberately placing something into your hands, like they thought about it, like they chose this moment. You know what this reminds me of? Have you ever been somewhere, maybe at work or in some group, and there's this person who's everyone kind of respects? They don't talk to everyone equally. They are selective and they keep a professional distance. They give their time and their resources to very specific few people. You always wondered what that criteria was. Well, you're about to find out because you meet the criteria. For some of you, this is very literal. A boss, a manager, someone in leadership is about to hand you an opportunity. It could be a project, a position. It could be access to something like information or connections that they don't give to just anyone. And they're going to do it quietly. This isn't going to be announced in front of everyone. It's more like a private conversation, a quiet pull aside. For others of you, this is more like a mentor figure, someone older or more established who has been keeping an eye on your progress from a distance and is about to step in. They might not even explain themselves fully. They will just offer something and you will sit there a little stunned because you didn't realize they were paying attention. Here's what I need you to understand about this. You didn't earn this through traditional means. What you did was something harder than all of that. You were consistent. You kept showing up and doing good work when nobody was cheering for you. And the person in a position of power, they noticed that specifically because most people can't do it. Most people need some kind of encouragement to keep going, but you kept going without it. I think that's the thing that separates you from everyone else in their eyes. Not talent, although you have talent too, but the ability to just keep going when nobody is watching. Within the next month, watch for someone reaching down to pull you up. When it happens, don't overshare it, but keep it to yourself. Don't start wondering, why me, or what's the catch? Just take what's being offered because you've already paid for it with years of hard work. And I want to congratulate you in advance on this leveling up opportunity that is coming for you. You have more than earned it. Okay, this next one, I need you to hear me carefully on because this is a warning. I see you standing and talking with someone, and from the outside, this conversation looks normal. But what I see that you can't see is that this person has another face, like literally in the coffee grounds. I see behind the face they're showing you a second face that's hidden. It's turned away from you, and that hidden face has a completely different expression. This is someone in your life right now who is not who they pretend to be with you. And I want to be specific about something. This isn't someone who's outright mean to you. That would actually be easier to deal with. This is someone who is nice to your face, who asks you questions, who seems supportive or at least neutral. Maybe they check in on you, maybe they ask about your plans or your work or your next steps, and it seems like they genuinely care. Well, they don't really. I mean, look, some part of them might, but the dominant energy I'm reading from the second phase is competition, jealousy, or maybe not even jealousy exactly, more like surveillance. They are gathering information. They want to know, what you're doing, where you're going, because it serves them somehow. Here's why this matters right now specifically. Because of the door that's about to open for you, and the person in a position of power handing you something valuable, this two-faced individual could become a problem around that time. Not before though. Right now they're just watching. But when they see you receiving something they want, or something they feel they deserve more than you, the hidden face is going to start showing itself. Some of you already have a feeling about who this person is. You've had this little uncomfortable feeling when you are around them, like something is slightly off, but you can't point to anything concrete because they haven't actually done anything wrong. That's your intuition picking up on the face you can't see yet. What I want to tell you is this, and I know it's going to be hard. Don't share your good news with this person. Keep it a secret. When the door opens for you, when the opportunity arrives, keep it close to your chest. Because this specific individual could use your information in ways that don't benefit you. This could be a workplace environment, education, or even family situation. You know how sometimes you tell someone something exciting, and instead of feeling happy afterwards, you feel kind of drained, like the excitement got sucked out of the thing. That's what happens when you share with the wrong person. They take the energy of your good news and they use it to fuel their own plans. Or worse, they may plant seeds of doubt, like they might say, "Oh, that sounds great, but are you sure?" Or, "Do you think you're ready for that?" Things that sound caring but are actually designed to make you hesitate. Be careful in the coming weeks. You will know who this person is when you feel something is off. Now this is beautiful. This one is really, really beautiful, and it's quite different from what we just talked about. I see a friendship of 3 people, and I see you joining them, walking toward them. And the energy around this group is blessed. Like, it's genuinely blessed. There is a warmth to this group that I can feel coming through this reading. These are 3 people who are already connected to each other. They have their own dynamic, their own history, and somehow, through circumstances I can't fully see yet, you end up becoming part of it. I think for some of you, this is going to feel really unexpected. Like you meet one of them first, and through that one person you end up meeting the other 2, or maybe you already know one of them casually and the relationship deepens. And through that deepening, you get introduced to their closest people. Here's what I want to say about this and why it matters so much for you right now. I feel like you've been kind of lonely, to be honest with you. And I don't mean lonely in the way where you have nobody around. I mean lonely in the way where the people around you don't really see you. You go through the motions of socializing, but you go home feeling the same way you felt before you left. Like nothing actually touched you. But that changes with these people. There is this concept I think about sometimes where, like, the right community doesn't drain you the way most social interaction does. You know how after hanging out with certain people, you need like 2 days alone to recover. But these 3 people aren't like that. Being around them actually gives you energy. It feels easy. You don't have to perform or explain yourself or be anything other than exactly who you are. I feel like this group is connected to the door that's opening for you. Not directly, maybe not obviously either, but the timing of you meeting them or getting closer to them happens around the same period as the opportunity I described. It's almost like the universe isn't just giving you the door. It's giving you the people to walk through it with, or at least the people to come home to after you walk through it. Don't push this. Don't go looking for a group of 3 to befriend. That's not how it works. This arrives naturally. But when you find yourself in a situation where you're suddenly comfortable around new people, or it feels kind of effortless, pay attention. That's probably them. Let's get more messages with the cards. Alright, so this card makes me uncomfortable and I'm going to tell you why. There is chaos, there are people in pain, people who are struggling, and above them all, there is someone who isn't suffering at all. There is someone who is actually enjoying it. I think you know this energy. You've been in an environment, maybe you're still in it right now, where someone at the top keeps things chaotic on purpose. Maybe it's at work, where the person in charge pits people against each other. Maybe it's a social dynamic where one person always seems to create drama and then sits back and watches everyone react. It could also be a family situation where one member keeps stirring the pot because they're bored and they feed off the conflict. And you know what's been happening? You've been one of those 5 people caught in the chaos. You've been affected by this. You've been pulled into competitions you never asked to be part of. But here's the thing, and this is where the reading gets important. The door that's about to open for you, it pulls you out of this game entirely. The person in power who is about to help you, they are different from the one running this chaos. Completely different energy. The narcissistic person keeps people down because their power depends on everyone staying stuck, while the person opening the door for you actually benefits from seeing you rise. When the door opens, you're going to leave the chaos behind you. The people still caught in the narcissist's game, some of them will be confused about why you got out and they didn't. Some of them might be angry, but that's not your problem to solve. The advice here is to stop engaging with the chaos. Something is shifting in your perspective, and I feel it strongly with this card. You're being lifted up. You're moving above something and are about to level up. This is what your life looks like right now. All these possible paths are open for you, and some of them are real opportunities, and some of them are illusions, and from where you are, it's kind of hard to tell the difference. Here's what I want to point out though. You are already above them. You've already been lifted past the point where those choices can trap you. The person in power who is opening a door for you, part of what they're doing is giving you elevation. They're showing you the view from where they stand, and from up there, you can see which cups are full and which ones are empty. Which paths lead somewhere real, and which ones just look appealing from the ground. One of the paths you thought might be right for you actually has nothing at the end of it, and you couldn't see it. You needed this opportunity of elevation to understand. Within the next week, I see you making a decisive move. You're going to choose one direction and let the others fall. And it's going to feel terrifying at the moment, but immediately afterwards, you will feel lighter. Okay, so this card stopped me because at first glance, it looks like something ended, like something is over. There is a stillness here that could easily be mistaken for a loss. But that's not what it is. What I see is rest, deep, sacred, profound rest, the kind that looks like surrender from the outside, like giving up, but from the inside, it's the most intentional thing you've ever done. You're going to reach a point, and it might be soon, where you just stop. You put everything down. You lie in the grass and you let the sky hold you. And the people watching you, the ones who don't understand you, they're going to whisper about you. They're going to wonder what happened. They're going to project their own fears onto your stillness. But above you, something is watching over this moment. Something is protecting you. You're being guarded during this pause, whether you realize it or not. The door that opens for you, the opportunity, the elevation, it requires something from you first. And that something is rest. Not the kind of rest where you scroll on your phone in bed for 2 hours and call it self-care. We've all been guilty of that. But here I mean real rest. The kind where you let your nervous system calm all the way down, where you stop planning for a minute, where you actually allow yourself to feel safe enough to be still. You've been running on anxiety for a long time. It's like the engine that drives you daily. Productivity or passion isn't really your motivation, but it's this low-grade fear that if you stop moving, everything falls apart. And that's been useful, honestly. It got you here. It kept you going where other people would have quit. But it's also exhausting. And the person who's about to open this door for you, they don't need the anxious version of you. They need the rested version, the clear-headed version. Some of you need a little break, a few days off, a weekend where you do absolutely nothing productive. This card is telling you that the most productive thing you can do right now is nothing. The door opens faster when you are rested enough to walk through it. There is something about you that other people don't fully get. A way your mind works, a skill or an ability or a perspective that operates on a frequency most people aren't tuned into, and you might not even call it genius. You probably call it weird, or you call it overthinking, or you've had people tell you that you make things too complicated when actually what you're doing is seeing layers that they can't see. There is a pattern you can read that others miss. It could be numbers, actual numbers, financial patterns, or data, or something technical. But for others of you, the code is more like understanding people, reading the room, knowing what someone's going to do before they do it, because you see the pattern they are following, even when they don't see it themselves. You carry a gift, something you were born with or developed through experience that sets you apart, and you've been underusing it, or you've been using it for other people's benefit while your own life stays stagnant. But that changes now. This is the person in a position of power who opens the door for you. Someone in an official position, someone who works within a system, an institution, a structure. This is someone who is powerful because of where they sit, because of what they have access to, because their signature or their word or their approval carries weight within a specific structure. I feel like for some of you, this is very literal, like a government employee, someone at a city office, someone who works in administration or public services, a person whose job involves decisions about who gets access to what. Permits, positions, approvals, licenses. And here's the specific thing. They are about to say yes to you. While other people have been told no, while the door has been shut to everyone else who tried, this person is going to open it for you because they have made a personal decision about you. Someone looked at you or looked at your work or looked at your history and made a choice. They might not even tell you that's what happened. It might look official and routine from the outside, but behind the scenes, a specific person decided in your favor. For some of you, this is about your actual father or a father figure such as a grandfather or a stepfather, someone with paternal energy who has been part of your story. This person walked a road, a version of the exact same road you're on right now. And I don't mean they had a similar career or similar interests, although maybe that's part of it, but I mean something that is in your family. They tried to open a door, the same kind of door, maybe not literally the same opportunity, but the same type of breakthrough, and they couldn't get through. The talent was there, the vision, but the access wasn't. Nobody reached down for them. Your father or this father figure, they carried a quiet frustration that they maybe never fully expressed, or they expressed it sideways, through distance, through overworking. But you have something they didn't have. You have both the ability and the access, the talent that runs in your blood, and the access, the person in power who's about to open this door that is new and that is yours alone. You're completing something that your father or a father figure in your life wanted to start for some of you, or even started but couldn't finish. That's all I have for you. I hope you found this reading insightful. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so. It will mean the world to me. I love you and see you in my next reading.